Hello ladies and gentlemen, naitwa Mickey Humble na leo si story ya acting leo. Leo nimekuja hapa tusaidiane manze. Umejua vile tumekuwa affected na hii story ya pandemic, hii ugonjwa imeaffect watu sana in different ways. So today nataka tu kuongelelea story ya ma student. Umejua ma student wako home, kuna candidates wanaenda kufanya exam this year. So me actually nataka tusaidiane kwa story ya maths, especially to the candidates who are going to do exams this year. So nitakuwa nachukua random topics in mathematics, then tuna revise, tunaona vile huwa zinakuwa set na vile tunaweza jua hizi vitu manzi. Yeah. So leo nimepika topic inaitwa linear motion. Inaitwa linear equations. Linear equations kuna kwanga na unknown that you should solve in that equation. You can solve one unknown under linear equation. But today nataka kudwell under specifically under simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations unapata two unknowns in two equations. So unapata unknown like x and y. Unaambiwa get the unknowns. So under simultaneous equations, we always have different ways of solving it. We have different methods of solving simultaneous equations. So number one, we always have a method called elimination method. We always have another method called substitution method. We have another method called graphical method. And we have another method called matrix method. So we have four ways of solving simultaneous equations. So example of simultaneous equation is here. The two equations. These are simultaneous equations. And the two unknowns are x and y. X, y. So using the elimination method, I would like us to solve this simultaneous equation. So tutaanza na elimination method, tuone vile inafaa kufanywa juu. You never know examiner anaweza set aje. Anaweza kuambia leo tumie elimination method kusolve this simultaneous equation, next time labda upate use matrix method. So it's upon the student to know all of these methods of solving simultaneous equations. So leo acha tujaribu elimination, from there tuone how we can solve simultaneous equation using it. So the first thing you need to do, you write the word eliminate. So you decide on which unknown you want to eliminate. Remember, we have two unknowns, x and y. So you decide which unknown do I want to eliminate. So in our case, let's start by eliminating x. So you come and write the word eliminate here. What are we eliminating? Unknown x. So that examiner or whoever is marking your exam will know that you've decided to eliminate which unknown. So you write eliminate x. After you've decided to eliminate x, you look for the coefficients of this x. The coefficient is always a number before unknown. In our case, a number before the unknown here is 2. So the coefficient of x is 2. The coefficient of the second x is 1. There is silent 1 here. We don't write 1x. If we write x, it means it is 1x. So the coefficient of x, the first x is 2. The coefficient of the second x is 1. So you look for the LCM between the two numbers. You just write there LCM of which number? 2 and 1. So you write there 2, 4, and write it down here to see it clearly. LCM of which number? 2 and 1, coefficient. In the bracket. And the LCM between 2 and 1 is 2. That's the LCM of the coefficient of x. After that, this is the second thing you should do. You ask yourself, how many times does 2 go into 2? It goes 1 times. So you write there, down here, 1 into bracket, the whole of this equation, which is 2x plus 3y equal to 350. Then you close, equal to 600. Then you close the bracket. Then you come here and ask yourself again, under coefficient of the second x, which is 1. So how many times does 1 go into 2? It goes 2 times. Then you come here and write 2 into bracket, the whole of this second equation, which is x plus 2y equal to 350. Then you close the bracket. After this, you open the two brackets. You multiply 1 by everything inside this bracket. So 1 times the whole of this equation is the same equation. 1 multiplied by any number is that number apart from 0. So 1 times 2x is still 2x. 1 times positive 3y is still positive 3y equal to 1 times 600 is still 600. Then you go to the second equation, you open 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 2y is 4y. Then 2 times 350 is 700. After opening these two brackets, you get the differences between the two equations. It means you put that subtraction sign there, then you use this bar and less everything. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, then 6 minus 7 is negative 1, then equal to 3y minus 4y is negative y. Then 2x minus 2x is 0. Why is it 0? Because we decided to eliminate x. If you've decided to eliminate any unknown, when you will be doing subtraction here, it will automatically be 0. That's why 2x minus 2x becomes 0. So you just cancel it like this to mean it is 0. So it means equal to, you put equal sign to negative y equal to negative 100. But what do you want? You want y. So what do? You divide both sides by negative 1 to remain with y alone. Divide by negative 1 here, divide by negative 1 this side, such that negative will cancel negative, and negative 1 will cancel negative there. So y alone will be 100. So we've gotten the first unknown, which is 100, y is 100. So to get the second unknown, which is x, you back substitute this y in either of the two equations. You can decide to back substitute in the first equation or second equation. So where there is y, you replace by the 100. So let's back substitute in the second equation to get x. So you write this x plus 2y. 2y means 2 times y. And what is y? Y is 100. So 2 times 100 is 200. So plus 200 equal to what? 350. To remain with x alone, the positive will cross the equal sign. When it crosses equal sign, it will change its sign. So because it is a positive, when it crosses equal sign, it will be a negative. So our x will be 350 minus 200, which will be 150. So we've gotten the second unknown. So our y is 100, our x is 150. Then you come and conclude, you say, therefore, this dots means therefore, say x equal to 150 and y equal to 100. And that's how we get the two unknowns. So hivyo ndio inaenda. So hii method tumetumia inaitwa elimination method. So you can as well prove your answer to know whether you are right or not. Bado unaweza prove kama ujue kama uko sawa ama uko sawa. Though during exam hautakuwa na hiyo time, but ukifanya revision unaweza prove kama uko right ama uko right. So where there is x, you replace by 150, where there is y, you replace by 100. So unaweza kama hapa kwa equation useme 2 times x. 2x means 2 times x, and what is x? X is 150. So 2 times 150 is 300 plus 3 times y, and y is 100. So 3 times 100 is 300. So 300 plus 300 is 600, to mean you are right. You can as well try it in the second equation. So that will mark the end of our lesson for today. We've learned how we can solve simultaneous equation using elimination method. So in our next class, we are going to learn how to solve simultaneous equation using substitution method. With the same equations, our next class we will use substitution method. So to find me, you can find me through my number. You can reach me through my number, which is 0717 065 345. I repeat, 0717 065 345. So I will give students 1 minute to copy this. Thank you. So let's meet in our next class. Be blessed.